Today, everyone, I want to bring your attention to this petition. There's a park in Brooklyn. It's the oldest park in Brooklyn called Fort Greene Park. These parks are run by the New York City Parks Commissioner, Mr. Silver. Commissioner Silver. He runs all the parks in New York City. He's the Parks Commissioner. He has announced a plan to bulldoze 58 mature shade trees starting in May and replacing them with cement. I'm going to read some remarks that I wrote in a letter to Governor Cuomo. At the bottom of this paper is an online link to the petition to save these trees and our park from this destructive plan. Please sign this petition. In my remarks to Governor Cuomo, I write, the New York City Parks Department oversees and runs our historic Fort Greene Park. Inside this park stands the Prison Ship Martyrs Monument, where nearly 12,000 American POWs are buried. It is the single largest crypt of American Revolutionary War dead in the nation. It should be included within the National Park Service, where it would be maintained and protected with a 24-hour guard in perpetuity. The reason this is called the Prison Ship Martyrs Monument is that these men were offered the chance to get off these ships and live if they would swear allegiance to the crown, meaning fight for the British. All but few refused. They then suffered horrid, torturous deaths from starvation, pestilence, and routine beatings, some lying next to the bodies of their dead brothers. They stayed on these prison ships for years in order to create a new freedom-loving country for us to enjoy. This park was expertly designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, our father of landscape architecture, who designed both Prospect and Central Park. Olmsted also designed the first public park system in upstate New York, Niagara Falls within the Niagara Reservation, Emerald Necklace in Boston, and the 735-acre Forest Park in Springfield, Massachusetts. The master plans for the University of California, Jackson Park in Chicago, the landscape surrounding the U.S. Capitol buildings, plus innumerable other parks and private commissions. As you know, he advocated for conservation and helped create our national park system. The New York City Parks Commissioner has announced his destructive and politically driven Parks Without Borders plan for Fort Greene Park, and to start bulldozing this May. This includes destroying 58 mature shade trees and pouring hundreds of thousands of pounds of cement, a plan completely adverse to Olmsted's core design park principle, namely, placing a ring of trees surrounding the park to block out city views, thereby allowing one to feel like you are in a wilderness surrounded by trees and greenery. In addition, and most importantly, Commissioner Silver's plan will disrespect our POWs buried there by creating a skateboard paradise directly above their crypt. He plans to build a cement mall 43 feet wide at the base of the cascading stairs leading up to the monument, which was built by Stanford White and was the tallest Doric column in the world, topped by a bronze urn designed for an eternal flame. Silver's plan will create a beautiful, smooth raceway for skateboarders to zoom down the steps of the plaza, leap upon the new mall, zigzag around the vendors, and end up onto Myrtle Avenue in a breathtaking finish. All totally disrespectful to the nearly 12,000 American POWs buried there. This site was a battlefield where General Washington fought the famous Battle of Brooklyn. Also, there was a fort here during the War of 1812. Bones of dead American patriots and soldiers are buried here throughout this park. Thank you for your attention in this matter. Respectfully yours. Here is a snapshot of a skateboarder popping wheelies at the base of this monument, which at what should be a nationally respected shrine. Thank you. Get that picture?
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.